Hey, it's another beautiful day at Red Cloud Ranch. Okay, we're gonna go see the little goat first. Let's go see Mikey. Yeah, why in the world would we move from the beach out to the backcountry? It's such a different experience when you are living in the backcountry of San Diego.
This is Mikey. He's 5 days old. He was born last Wednesday.
We had been coming out with the family to this area for, I don't know, 10, 15 years, and we just kind of fell in love with it. I've always kind of dreamt about having some land around us, a lot of land around us. There was this just under 100-acre parcel, and it became available. We fell in love with it, and we said, let's buy it. So this pond is about 25 feet deep, and this was a natural ravine, and I don't know if there was a pond here once or not. There probably was, but we came in and cleared it out. When we bought the land, there was nothing on this land. There was a broken up asphalt road, weeds growing up, popping up everywhere. And then there was a broken down barn up on top of the property. And that was it. We had to come in and totally plan out the ranch, develop it, put in the infrastructure, and that was in 2015. But this is our handgun range. The rifle range starts at 100 and goes up the hill to 250 yards. I went online to look for the perfect rifle bench. I got 2 or 3 different designs and I combined them, and then I had a young guy down in Ramona make them for me. In 2016, I discovered I had multiple myeloma. It's a fairly rare blood cancer. It's not curable. They can push into remission. I had lesions, tumors all over my ribs, my vertebrae, etc. My vertebrae collapsed. We didn't know if I was going to be able to walk again. We debated on and off, well, should we move ahead with the ranch? While I went through this, I was in a lot of pain at times, but I was very fortunate, very blessed to be able to have peace of mind in my heart, in my head, in my soul, that I should move ahead. I was very, very sick in 2017. I had a stem cell transplant. They give you this chemo blast and they take your whole system down. And then after that, they reintroduce your stem cells. And when I was in the hospital, we kept the ranch project going. You know, I didn't watch TV 1 hour, but the only thing I would do is I was kind of fixated thinking about the projects I had. I know in the hospital bed, I was working with Greg and we designed the gates for the entrance, the cool gates that we have. I know we were drilling wells. It just kept my mind occupied. There'll be 1, 2, 3, 4 sliders. And the sliders are gonna be 10 feet high. And on that end, I'm gonna have a big picture window. And then up high over here, we'll have transom windows going across. I actually think my illness has propelled me to push this project and other projects ahead. It's a curious thing to me. Having built businesses and having built homes, I really have a passion for the whole process. The size of the project didn't scare me. Although some days I do wake up and think, wow, there's a lot to do. I don't pretend to be a rancher. This is a passion project. This is something I love. It really is a privilege to be able to be out here. So when I'm on the ranch, yeah, I wear my cowboy boots. If I go down to the coast, I'll put my deck shoes on. I don't pretend to be a cowboy or a true legit rancher, but we live out in the backcountry. We embrace it, we embrace the lifestyle, and I love everything about it. The interesting thing about the ranch is it's allowed us to adopt some animals, buy some animals. We've adopted 2 donkeys. We have goats. We have 8 or 9 goats now. We have 3 horses, 14 head of cattle. Best ground beef you'll ever eat are grass-fed, and then you finish the cows with grain. And I've learned the whole process with connecting with all of the ranchers around here, and they laugh at me because I know nothing, but I love learning new things. There's nothing that you can't learn about if you reach out to local experts and you hop online and digest some good content. Milky is my ranch hand. He helps manage the ranch. He's worked for us for almost 10 years now. And then of course you meet locals. You really don't get to know people like we've gotten to know people here. It takes time. It just takes time, but you assimilate the information. Fresh eggs every morning. I mean, what more could you want? I guess more cows, more land. You could want more. You always want more land. It's the craziest thing. It's never enough. Red Cloud Ranch believes in the power of a project to create a life you love. We champion makers, artisans, and craftspeople by curating locally made products made with passion. We also share the joy of passion projects here on Red Cloud Ranch. Live the life you love. Life is always better with a project. Help! Oh, jeez! Quick! Escape!